Hello, it's Mike from HobbyPrint. I was just starting to fill one of our HobbyPrint ink tank attachments for 405, for printers that use the 405 series cartridges, Epson printers that is, and I thought, well, why don't we do this and show customers how to do this themselves? It's just a case of showing you how easy it is to do it and how to do it properly so that you don't walk into problems. I'm not going to waffle on, I'm just going to get straight on with it. I'm going to do it within a sumps for any leakage, but that's just purely common sense. So let's just get on with it. A couple of components, let's get them out the way. We've got the lid, and all you do there is you just slide it back and then pull that out the way. You've got the retaining bracket. That just wants to go down. Easier if you've got them out the way, you know. That's out of our way. And now we've got full access. So we've done those three, and I really want to go through the yellow slowly. So let's remove our priming chamber bung, our fill bung, and our air bung. Let's turn the unit round. And please note, there's no ink, or very little ink has managed to percolate through the pipes at this point. So let's get that priming chamber filled. I think you can see that clearly on the camera. Then carefully we're now going to put the balance of the 100 ml bottle in the ink tank chamber. And that's us. Look at that, didn't spill a drop. I'm sorry, the others I just speeded through. So let's put our priming chamber bung in. Let's pop in our ink chamber bung, and let's pop in our air chamber bung. Make sure all the bungs are in, because what do you notice? You'll see that you've got no ink in that chamber there. Making sure that I've got all the bungs in properly. And how you change that is like this. And that should have filled those chambers. And if it hasn't quite done it, there's no harm in doing it again or again. And that's you. So we've got the ink tank side of it dealt with. What we now need to do, let's lose that, is to get ink coming through and filling up the cartridges. Now, I want to try and show you something here. One of the things we advise people is, if you're using an ink tank, do not place it too high, do not place it too low. If I lift this tank up, you should see ink come charging down this pipe, like so. There you go. If you just look at the magenta, you can see that that's away. So if we now remove the air bungs. Everybody has their own way of doing it. I prefer to use a syringe to take the as much air out as you can out of the line. So let's do that exactly. I'm going to move our ink tank right out the way and let's focus on the cartridges. So we've removed the front cartridge, the bung from the yellow cartridge. And watch what happens. We're now bringing that yellow ink into the cartridge. And this is a question of judgment. I like to get as much air out as you can. These are pretty big cartridges, so you'll have to go through this twice. All we're doing is pulling that ink through. There we go. And then we're going to do the same on every colour. Different people have different preferences in terms of how they do this. Some people hold the tank high and let it drain down. I find it doesn't work so easily for me because it tends to draw back, and I like to send the things out with as much air out of the system so that it doesn't take so much. When you put the cartridges in, you won't have to do so many head cleans. Now and again the ink will go back. There's not a lot I can do about that, but I do want to show you what I mean on this black. You can take it to just there. We've just pulled that in there through. And if you see what I mean, you've just got the black ink there. I deliberately didn't do it in the other cartridges. And that is that. You're now good to go. All you would do is put your battery, the supplied battery in the box, in, and you're good to go. You're ready to use. And that's what it should look like. So you would reverse the bits that you took off, the sticky unit bracket that allows you to attach it to a printer. The top. Now on the top, I like to use a flat braided screwdriver. You could get away with a knife, just to spread the force that you have to apply to get this lug back in. Just there. It's not a lot of force. And that is that. Filled, primed and good to go. As you can see, there's no gaps. It's fairly consistent. There's no air in the pipe. And that's us. I hope that helps. Thank you.